Alright, so this one will be a rather short video for there isn't much feat for as one specific of the characters that I'll be debating with. So let's just leave it as a short one. But this today's video is gonna be basically Yami versus Yosuga, two critically acclaimed characters, two of the most interesting characters. One we've seen for a short while and we loved him, and one for a long while and we always remain to love him, Yami, right? So these two characters are really strong, one of the strongest in the series this far, and two of them are mentors of our main character. And in this video, like I said, I'll be debating who will be the strongest, who will come out on top, who do I think is the strongest between two of them. So let's first start off with, obviously, Yosuga. Yosuga was introduced in the, let's call it the Hino arc, basically. And his performance was insane, right? Being able to go up against a partial double union Asta, that Asta which was amped by Fujio, I believe that is his name, right? He was able to get up against that Asta and quite literally bully him. This Asta was is way stronger than the Asta that was fighting against Lucifero, 50% amped Lucifero. So that feat, him fighting against Asta, is an insane feat. It goes to show that he is indeed the strongest of the Ryuzen members, and we all know how strong the Ryuzen members are with their invocation of Zetten and how the fundamentals of Zetten allow someone to basically boost their magics from like 1% up to 100% times stronger. So Yosuga is indeed a force to be reckoned with, and him being able to fight against a partial double union Asta with ease is insane. And also his second arc feat in the Ino arc, he was able to go up against Paladin, one of the weaker ones, if not the weakest, but he quite literally did nothing again in that fight. He quite literally stood there and eat all the attacks from Paladin Heath, and he just completely one-shotted him right in a blink of an eye. So with that, there isn't really much to say about his power. His performance really, it shows that he is strong, but we've never really seen him gone full out and struggle in a fight. But based on what we've seen so far, he is insanely strong. Just being able to go back into partial deleting Asta with ease is insane. So Yosuga is a force to be reckoned with. Now with Yami, and the Yami that we'll be talking about is Kijin Yami. The Yami before this is is not gonna work. He's just not that strong. Kijin Yami is the one that is way stronger. Kijin Yami now, his first feat, of course, is the one shot in a Lucius clone. And now if you compare that to Paladin Heath, obviously Lucius clone is the strongest one. The weaker paladins are not on par with a Lucius clone. At least I think so. And yes, I like to add that Lucius clone is weakened and also the time magic is taken away from it, but I still think you will be able to defeat that Lucius clone rather easily. So Kijin Yami is a force to be reckoned with as well. But now we're comparing him to Yosuga, so let's see how that turns out. This Kijin Yami now was able to fight against the strongest paladin, and yes, he did struggle. He struggled tremendously. He wasn't able to keep up with much of his attacks. His dark magic got absorbed, and he overall was outmatched. With the help of his Ichikano, his sister, he was able to stand a better chance, and also with the help of his vice captain Nacht, he performed tremendously awesome in this fight, and it also shows how much stronger Kijin Yami is. He was already a strong character in the series, but now with this power up, he was able to go against one of the strongest paladins. But does that compare to Yosuga, who was able to go up against partial double unit Asta pre-Zetten training? This Asta was getting the grasp of Zetten. He was on the verge of unlocking it, and he was arguably really strong. Now the question is, do you think partial double unit Asta is stronger than Morgan? My question, my answer is, I think so. Yes, I think partial double unit Asta could quite literally just destroy Morgan if he fought really hard. And comparing that now with Yosuga, who was fighting that partial double unit Asta pre-Zetten, of course, but he didn't really struggle. He was quite literally bullying that said Asta, and he one-shotted a weaker paladin. So yeah, Yosuga now, I think he is gonna take this W. Why? Because with the feats that we've gotten from him, yes, are not really good compared to Yami, but just his potential, just his overall presence in the story and where I think he's at and how much potential he really has and the things that he could accomplish if he gets the opportunity to, I think it's way stronger than Yami. I think he's way stronger, and if he's not way stronger, perhaps on par with Yami at the current moment, because Yami still did perform really great against Supreme Paladin, and if anything, probably Yosuga is that power level of a Supreme Paladin, if not stronger. So, my opinion, I think that Paladin Morgan I think that Yosuga takes this fight. I think that Yosuga is the strongest between these two. Now, as we're recording this video, we haven't really seen Yosuga go all out. We haven't seen him win a proper fight. So I like to probably come back to this debate sometime near in the future. But as for now, I think Yosuga will take this W. Not clone on Yami. Yami is considerably one of the strongest, top 10 strongest in the verse right now. But Yosuga, his insane potential and the premise behind his power, Zeten and whatnot, just earns him the winner spot here. So yeah, without further ado, if you guys have anything to say on this debate, please feel free to leave in the comments down below how you feel about it, and I'll see you guys in another one. Take care now.